It's about that time. Whoa! It's the Three Amigos Show! Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio, LilaLisaPromotions.com, Marasul, taste the new face of tequila, and Tejano TV. Starring Big Daddy D. Burleson, the Midnight Cowboy, Marcus Daniels, and the Big Kahuna, Juan Mendoza. Tonight's special guest, the Homeboyz. Let's go!
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on this Wednesday evening, broadcasting live from Texas and Colorado. And of course, this is the Three Amigos Show with myself, Juan Mendoza.
I'm the Big Daddy D.
Marcus Daniels, the Midnight Cowboy.
And down there in the
I'm the fire guy.
Oh!
Pyrotechnician.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This is Elias. Wait. Is it Elias or Elias or Eli Arredondo? Which one is it, man?
No, it's Elias. It's Elias.
He gets all big headed, chiflado.
He went all Hollywood on us.
I know.
No.
Hollywood from now on. The Homeboyz. Hollywood.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We're doing
good.
fabulously.
First, before we get into everything, we want to say our show is being brought to you by Marasul Tequila, the new face of tequila. And of course, our sponsor, Danny Farias, and of course, Lila Lisa Promotions. So thank you guys so much for being with us here. You have any questions, comments, bitches, or rants? Make sure you guys put them in the comments. We'll be happy to get them in the air for you guys. Elias,
they're about to have a lot of them.
Oh,
all the dirt's going to come out tonight.
It's going to be that kind of show. All right. Yes. Let's get to it. So Elias.
Yes, sir.
Eli, how's it feel? Now, there's a whole lot of ground to cover because we know that the Homeboyz are a departure from the Hometown Boys. And you guys, your debut was in 2021. So your first album, what was the name of the album? Oh no, self-titled.
It was just self-titled, The Homeboyz.
Okay, the Homeboyz.
We couldn't come up with a name.
Some of the best ideas. So wait, when are y'all gonna change it to the Homeboyz? Because you know it's coming.
It is the home. It is the Homeboyz. See, here's the deal. We wanted to call ourselves. Yeah, we wanted to call it that at first, but the deal is, actually, believe it or not, our name was actually given to us by Chris Rosas. He's out of the Brownsville, Texas.
All right.
He was actually talking to me. He's actually the ex-drummer that used to be for Grupo Signo. I mean, he's done a lot of crazy things and a lot of stuff in the music industry. Well, the deal is, he came up to us, and we were in the valley having a band practice. And he came up to us and he told us, he goes, "Hey, man, everybody knows you from being with the Hometown Boys." He goes, "So the deal is, it's got to be something that's kind of like it still says the Hometown Boys." So I was like, "Well, I don't know what to do, man. I mean, I don't know what to call it." At first, believe it or not, we were talking to another friend of ours, and his name is Chris Rodriguez from Tejano 281.
Yeah, we know Chris.
Well, the deal is, we're talking to Chris, and Chris was always telling us, he goes, "I've always had a name that I always wanted to try out for somebody." He goes, "But I don't know if anybody would want to do it." So I was like, "Well, what's the name?" He goes, I always wanted Conjunto Cerveza." He goes, "Just imagine the beer sponsors you would get." And I'm like, I was like, "Oh, you're actually kind of right." I mean, I couldn't even say no. I mean, it's true. I mean, just imagine. But the deal is, the guys were really sold on it too much. So we told Chris, we're going to have to go ahead and see what else we can come up with. So Chris was like, "No hard feelings, man. No hard feelings. Go ahead." So we talked to Chris. Chris called us that night. I actually think I still have the picture in my phone. He actually took out the town, pushed the boys into the V, and then put a Z at the end instead of an S. So that's when we came up with the name, the Homeboyz.
Cool.
So I was like, oh, okay. I said, cool. I like that. I like that.
Well,
So we rolled with it and kept going.
Well, continued success because you guys are a hot property right now. You guys are killing
Thank you,
it
brother.
every performance.
Thank
All you hear are nothing but positive comments, except for the
Thank
lead
you.
singer's got a really big ego.
Yeah, that's what they said. And a really big nose.
Hey, don't knock a big nose, man.
No, but it's a ego. But actually, this weekend we're gonna go ahead and go actually have a real good band practice because we're actually fixing to head into the studio and go do our junior CD. But the following weekend after that, that's when we're headed to Bakersfield, California. We're headed out there with Boss Productions, and we're headed out there to Bakersfield, California. So it'll be us, Magnifico Siete, and Mike and the Iconics. So it's gonna be a good
Nice.
show.
Yeah, there's somebody from
Nice.
Califas who put a message down there earlier, right? Right, one?
Yeah, Bobby Castaneda says saludos from Califas. Big fan of y'all. I don't know if Homeboyz or the Three Amigos.
It's probably y'all. It's probably y'all. Probably y'all. It's probably y'all.
He wasn't specific, so if he's been fans of ours, we're good. We're honored.
We'll share the success. We'll share the success.
There you go. We have Miss Laura Sines from Leona Promotions in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in.
That is our promotional department. Big shout out to Laura Sines, Leona Promotions. She's actually the promotional department for the Homeboyz.
There you go.
She's responsible for your look, and all the press releases y todo, huh?
All that stuff. She takes care of a lot of
Getting
stuff.
all the
for us, a
music
lot
to
of
the
promotion and
stations.
stuff.
In other words,
No, actually, believe it or not, she helps out along with Aaron from Tech Sound Publishing. That's our publicist. He's the one who takes care of everything as far as like social media, like to go ahead and get our stuff on all digital platforms, to all the radio stations, everything like that. And then Eddie Perez is our record label from La Llave Music Group. He's actually got his own band called La Calma, but he has his own label called La Llave Music Group, and that's who we're with right now.
Oh, that little bitty band, La Calma? Yeah.
We have La Calma. We have Mr. Albert Tex desde Monterrey, Nuevo León. Albert Tex, saludos allá en Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. This guy used to DJ for us back in the day. Yeah. Jesse Esparza. Elias Ardondo, El Patron. Junebug Gonzalez. Thank you for tuning in.
Well, Junebug is actually our manager.
Uh-huh.
That is none other than Mr. Jimmy Gonzalez Jr.
Oh, that's Junebug?
That's Junebug. Jimmy Gonzalez Jr. is Junebug. That's our manager.
Oh, he's just letting you know he's got his eye on you so that you don't accept
Actually, believe it or not, when I told him, I said, hey, I got to go do an interview today. It's going to be a podcast. It's going to be with Los Tres Amigos. And then he just texts me. He goes, hey, tell him that I have Cash App.
No, we pay in tequila.
There you go. I'll be here. I'll be here every week. It's going to be called the Four Amigos now.
Yeah, there you go. We're down. Man, you guys throw some awesome shows, though, man. Was it last year when I went to you guys' show in Laredo? And you guys did awesome. And this guy, I'm asking him.
Was it last year?
Was it last year? Time flies. This guy, man, he runs around with in his hand for that pyro.
I do run around with that. Because the fact is that we can't really afford roadies at the moment. So and you see me with that damn button, and then you see the drummer. You'll see the drummer. You'll see Roman going, "Oh, cabrón."
You don't give any warning, do you?
How many kids do you have?
No, he gives warning. You got it. He does like this. He does this, and you better look out because it's coming.
They pretty much know whenever I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button. But there was one time we were in San Benito, and we're performing at a place called Shooters. Well, the deal is, there was a lady who came up to the stage, and I guess she was gonna go ahead and give me something to go ahead and like a dedication. Well, at the time, Juma goes, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. I go, no. Junebug is funny as oh my god, he's funny as hell. But
Get
yeah,
your ass away from the stage. Get away
he
from
goes,
the stage.
hit the button, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. Like, oh my God.
Okay, so now tell us about the disastrous pyro moment. Come on, there's had to be one time that you've screwed up.
And it wasn't actually with the homeboys.
We got it.
I,
All right.
I actually let Mike and the Iconics borrow it, which Mike is, of course, is the Jimmy Gonzalez's son, and he has his own band right now. Well, the deal is, they wanted to borrow the pyrotechnics, the boilers. And I told them, yeah, no problem. So I set them up real quick at Fanfare. Well, the female singer at the time that he had, she had a shirt in her hand and she was gonna toss it out. Well, I knew what part I was supposed to hit the button on. Well, at the time, she didn't know because she never even knew that I'd set up the boilers. So at the time that my part came in, I hit that button. She threw the shirt, and lo and behold, it was a fireball toward the people.
Oh,
And somebody caught a burnt T-shirt. But, okay, then they still got it.
it's a collector's item, one of a kind.
It was a collector's item. But that's the only time that we've ever had it. Besides another time that we played
Wait, and it's not the only time. Come on.
well, it's 2 times. Okay. The second time was actually our band. Well, we performed at an outdoor concert with Magnifico Siete. Well, it was kind of windy, but yet it would calm down. And then miraculously, it would pick back up for some reason. Well, at the time, I hit the pyros and the button was, kind of toward the stage and the front of the stage. So I hit it with my foot. As soon as the wind came, it came real quick, and the flames started hitting me in the face. So I'm over here trying to push my foot as quick as I can, trying to turn them back off, and I couldn't find the button.
Burnt your eyebrows.
I almost lost my beard and the eyebrows and everything like that. So it was all good though. It's all good. That's all good. Nothing happened.
It's crazy. Vic Gonzalez from San Antonio, Texas, tuned in. What's going on, Vic? We also have my baby Lila Cervantes, Lila Lisa Promotions, tuned in as well, and she's over there enjoying the show. So, is it video? Is it video time yet?
No. Yeah, before we go to video, I just want to thank Cynthia Galvan for allowing Marcus to attend the show this week. She put out the proclamation last week that he was going to be absent from this show, but I guess you're on parole.
Probation.
Hey, Marcus, don't worry about it. I get the same heat from the guys in the band, man. I get the same heat. every time I don't answer a text on the group chat or anything like that, I always get Elias, they took his phone away, or he's not able to go ahead and get to his phone right now, and he's on probation. He can't get to his phone.
Dude, I follow y'all, man. I follow y'all on all social medias. Your band is constantly talking crap to each other. It seems so fun, man. It's endless, man.
Well, don't look at our TikToks because our TikToks are way more crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I'll follow your
Our TikToks are crazy. I ended up getting the conga player. We were in West Texas, headed back, and we stopped at an Allsup's because for some reason these guys love the bean burritos from Allsup's. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're good. But the deal is, we stopped. So I grabbed a drink, and he was at the counter already. And I put the Jaws theme behind the music. I went behind him, and I put my drink right in his buttocks. And right at the time that I put it on there, you can hear a beep because she scanned his drink. So it felt perfect. It felt perfect. I mean, we just do a lot of crazy stuff in the band. I mean, it's just like the drummer, Roman, which is also half owner of the band. It's me and him who actually own the band.
Oh,
But
see,
the deal is-
wait. He said Roman.
Oh.
He didn't say Roman. See, I told you. You got to be
What, Roman?
now. You're
Well, I mean, I call him Romeo. I call him Romeo.
It used to be Elias, Roman, Fabian, Ernie,
Depends
and
how drunk they are.
but now
It depends
yeah,
how drunk they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
With a little bit more tequila, we're gonna call them Adolf.
Continue your story.
Well, anyway, Roman is actually very talented. The guy plays drums, he plays accordion, bajo, he plays bass. I mean, he plays everything. I mean, the bass and the bajo, he actually plays it left-handed because he's a lefty. But the drums and the accordion, he'll play right-handed. Well, we got a TikTok on there where he was actually playing the accordion, and I was filming him. And I go, watch out, you play the accordion? I didn't know you play the accordion. He goes, I do a little bit. But right about that time, the accordion player came up there, and he puts his case out there. He takes the accordion off of Roman. He starts putting it in the case and like that. We're laughing. And then he zips it up like that. He goes, this is how it goes. And then he takes it away from him. And Roman's just sitting there looking at her like, really, dude? Really? You just took it away from me?
Hey, but guys in the
We're
band,
laughing so hard, but
guys in the band are family though. They're family. You're with them.
it really
You're
is.
with them so much.
It
You know
really
each
is.
other's habits. You know each other's
Oh, yeah.
weaknesses and downfalls. I
Everything, brother. Everything.
don't know if I
June
should
Buck
ask-
said you're on timeout.
I should have known. Well, I got a story for you.
Oh.
One time we're gonna play in the valley. I think that's the day that we're gonna perform as shooters. Well, the deal is we were in my truck and we're driving, we're going, and for some reason somebody farted and it stunk real bad. Like they haven't farted in 3 days or something, or haven't pooped in 3 days. Well, the deal is I rolled down the windows. Well, we're good. After the smell went away, the toxic fumes went away. I rolled the windows back up. The AC was continuing to blow. Then a hurricane came in or something because it was raining hard. I mean, hard. And I go, next cabrón de fucking farts, I'm going to go. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I go, next guy that farts, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run on the window. I don't give a damn if it's raining or not. Well, so they didn't believe me. And it's raining hard, bro. I mean, hard. And for some miraculous reason, somebody couldn't hold their mujero, and they let another one out, and it stuck. So I hit all 4 windows, and everybody's in the truck going, ah! And everybody's getting wet like hell in there, man. Dude, we don't care. I got a lot of crazy stories.
Video time one.
You can never go wrong with a good fart story.
Oh no, you really can't. Oh no, I got plenty of them, dude.
Plenty of fart
All right,
stories.
Let's go through these comments and then we'll get to a video. We have Miss Isabel Peña says y'all's TikToks are my favorites. Mr. Rick Balderrama says, yo, saludos, my brothers.
What's up, Rick?
Rory Guajardo says, what's up from Waco, Texas? That's Marcus's neighbor.
Texas, Waco.
Waco, Texas.
All right,
We
the
were just
first
up
video
there
we
this
got
past
here.
weekend.
There you go. The first video we got here is a brand new one by Miss Destiny Navaira featuring Lupita Infante. And this is an Emilio classic called Ya no me pones atención. It'll be right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Ya no me pones atención. Te escribo cartas, no has contestado, mi amor. Te llevo serenata, me cierras la ventana. Y tú ya no me pones atención. Sé que todavía me quieres. Pertenece y tú ya no me pones atención. No ofreces venir. Ya no me pones atención. Te escribo cartas, no has contestado, mi amor. Te llevo serenata, me cierras la ventana y tú ya no me pones atención. Sé que todavía me quieres, te lo miro en tus ojos. Mi corazón te pertenece y tú ya no me pones atención. No se me ha caído la bandera de tu amor. Por tu lado sigo peleando por tu amor. No se me ha caído la bandera de tu amor. Sigo peleando hasta que muera. Oh, me pongas atención.
The Three Amigos Show is brought to you by whoever said there was no perfect tequila was wrong. Now there's Mara Sur. Created from a family-owned recipe, our unique and flavorful tequila is made the traditional way and in a range of fun, easy-to-drink flavors. Using the finest agave grown and organically cared for in the state of Jalisco. That means no headaches, no hangovers. Just the pleasure of classic tequila that is second to none. Join the Mara Azul family today.
All right. And that was Mr. D. Burleson with the awesome voiceover for the commercial of Marasul Tequila.
That wasn't Morgan
I
Freeman.
like it.
I thought that was Morgan
He was
Freeman.
a Morgan
I want
Freeman.
Morgan money. I'd like some Morgan money. Hey, boss, I want some Morgan money.
We've been in contact with the Marasul people about getting y'all some stuff, so hopefully that comes through.
Speaking of merchandise, I want that hat. Elias Arredondo from the Homeboyz is here tonight, and he's going to chat with you for the next hour in our hour-long show.
Our show.
Which has never lasted an hour. It's been an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. Shut up. They just love telling stories, and we love hearing them. Elias Arredondo, I'm sorry, Eli Arredondo is here. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, guys. Thank you once again. Man, I never heard that song like that before. The one that Destiny did. That actually sounded pretty good.
It just came out not too long ago, a couple days ago, actually. I think it just came out in the video as well. So you can watch the video on Tejano TV. Make sure you guys download it on all your Roku devices. And we also have the Homeboyz video, so make sure you guys check it out, which we'll be playing here.
Ya valió madre.
Hey, man,
we got another one coming out pretty soon.
Nice.
And it's for our new the new single that we just released.
Which is?
Oh, okay.
Which is? Come on.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want the name of the song?
Yes, I do. Tell us the name of the song right now, Eli.
Chupa. Chupa.
Chupa me.
That's the name of the song, Chupa. No, Chupa. Because it says Chupa, Chúpale, chúpale a la botella. Bailé toda la noche, solito cachetito con mi botella. But yeah, that's the name of the song. It's called Chupa.
Oh, but I can see the live. I can see the live now. I know what he's gonna do on stage. Chupa. Chupa.
We actually shot the video in on the beach. We actually shot it on the beach. We were in the back of a truck. We were drinking and having a good time partying. I fell off the truck. And they got that on there. They got that on there. And then they had the drone flying over us and everything like that. And the drone almost, I ain't even got that much hair left, but they cut the little bit that I had on there, cut it off.
Wow.
But yeah, other than that.
When
man,
is that? So when is that coming out?
I talked to Felipe Leal, which is our videographer. Should be out hopefully within about another 2 more weeks.
That's Hollywood movie. That's Hollywood money when you got a videographer.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Really,
we have our videographer Felipe Leal. He's actually out of well, I don't know where he's from because he actually has houses in Houston, houses in the Valley, and a house in Eagle Pass. So I don't know where he's at.
Money, man. Cartel money.
That's chingo de feria. In the Valley, we call that chingo de feria.
So right now, give a little airtime to your bandmates out there because they're not here. Eli's here,
Yeah,
and so
I know.
give a shout out to you guys.
Well, I know they're watching right now, so going out to my partner in crime out there,
talk
Roman.
crap about them. Talk crap.
Roman. Oh, well, I am going to talk crap about them, but I'm just going to sit him first.
All the fart stories.
But going out to my partner in crime, Roman, is out there. Is actually from Hollis, Oklahoma. And when I say the town is very small, you blink and you'll miss it, man. The only thing they got there is they got a
Oh no! That was
perfect.
That's all they got there. They got a dispensary there. Well, the deal is,
man.
it's a little bitty town. Cheech and Chong are his neighbors. So yeah. Pero no, está chiquito el pueblito. It's very small. It's from Hollis, Oklahoma. Born and raised in Hollis, Oklahoma, and now lives in Dallas, Texas.
These right across the state line, so they can share.
I'll wave.
Pues ahí está, a ti también. No, they actually got it in D. They actually got it in Colorado también. So yeah, D's good. Y luego on the basic course tenemos al Gilbert Corn Rodriguez out of San Antonio, Texas. On the bajo sexto we have Fabian Parra out of Laredo, Texas, and Ernie Bravo on the accordion, all the way out there from the Valley. I am Far, Texas. Y luego well, actually from San Juan, Texas. Sorry. Y luego the conga player actually lives here in Fort Worth, Texas, but originally from Chicago, Illinois. His uncle was actually the guitar player. I'm pretty sure you remember him, D. His uncle was Pepper from La Sombra.
Pepper Gonzalez.
Pepper was his uncle. Es el tío.
Wow.
So he has a lot of family members with La Sombra. So yeah,
Cool.
These guys
musical background.
They have a height and a weight requirement too, man. They walked by me at a club one day.
They got to reinforce the stage, bro. They got to reinforce the stage.
God dang, man, these dudes are big.
Puro heavyweight, papa. Cuando se arranca el avión, when we're headed to Bakersfield. When we're headed to Bakersfield, el avión así no se quiere subir.
You got in there,
we actually got to put one of the guys as the pilot, okay, so we can even it out.
So it's gonna be the heavyweights with a Z.
There you go.
There we go. That's a good one. I like that one. Pero no, hombre, everybody on the group chat, oh my God, it's always hilarious on the group chat because these guys are always talking crap on the group chat. I mean, always talking crap about themselves, but they're always talking crap about them. Oh my God.
When y'all established? It's been a couple of years, like 2-3 years now.
It's been 2 years now. 2 years.
2 years now.
Actually, it was 2 years at Fanfare.
Loading up on the awards, man. I know you got one for Best Male. And I know the band has at least 3 or 4. Can you count yourself?
Well, no, actually, total, I think we have about 12 of them so far because we have I know we have two from the Hunter Music Awards for Best New Artist and Best New Male Artist.
Yeah.
Y luego we have the ones from the Puro Conjunto Music Awards. I think we got 7 of them there. Y luego tenemos for the All-Star Music Awards tenemos 3 of them there, and then for the Guadalupe Music Awards tenemos otros 2. So yeah.
Nice.
Now, for those of you that are watching and who do not know who the Homeboyz are, explain to them how you guys came to be, how you met, how the band gelled into this new version.
They all got fired and decided.
He knows the story. He knows the story.
No, I don't. I was
Well,
guessing, bro.
we
I was
were
guessing.
we were originally with the Hometown Boys in we were originally supposed to play in Dallas, Texas, and I don't know what happened. Pero
Yeah, you
something
do.
happened
Come on.
and no, I don't know what happened. The event got canceled, and then we went next door to a little local club that was over there called Players, and a lot of people recognized us. So the band that was performing on stage invited us to go up there. So we got up there and we started jamming out with them, just sing a couple of songs and this and that. And management came over there from the Hometown Boys came over there and she told us we weren't supposed to be on stage and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So we got off stage real quick. Well, she sends us all a group text message and she said that she wishes us well on our endeavors and this and that. I was like, what?
Wow.
So fired us through a text message. I was like, okay. Well, Roman had originally played with us before, but he already had gotten out of the band, and he was just happened to be there that night, so he jumped on the bajo sexto. So it just so happened that I guess she confused the text message and added him on there, so he got fired twice. He got fired twice, and he wasn't even with the band anymore. He got fired twice. So I was like, holy shit! I said, how'd you get fired twice? He goes, I'm lucky like that. so
Roman, how'd you get fired on your day off?
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We got fired on our day off. But I ended up talking to Roman after that. And I told him, I said, hey, dude, let's start something. He goes, I'm down, dude. I'm down. So I'm like, all right. So we got together and decided to go ahead and call some guys up. I told him, I said, I got a bass player. He goes, I know of a bajo player. I said, okay, well, we need an accordion player because we don't have one. I said, well, we got with Chris Rodriguez and we took off over there to the Valley to go just have a band practice session. And we called Ernie to go up there and have a good time with us, just fill in until we found an accordion player because he knew our style. So he went up there and started filling in with us and like that. We went to go eat afterwards. Well, my crazy ass decided to go ahead and take a picture of all of us at the restaurant. And Ernie gets fired again. Ernie gets fired from the Hometown Boys again on the accordion. And the deal is, I said, dude, I didn't mean to. He goes, it's all right, man. He goes, oh, y'all need an accordion player? I said, sure, come on. So he came with us. And
right place at the right time, huh?
Right place at the right time, brother. And then I told Roman, I said, I got to call a friend of mine. I said, that I've known for a very, very long time. And I said, I've known his dad for a long, long time, too. I said, last time I talked to him, he said he really wasn't ready to go on the road because, the passing of his father and everything like that. So the deal is I called Junebug. And it just so happened that when I called Junebug, I was in the Valley. And I told him, I said, hey, man, we're going to go play tonight. They're inviting us to go play at a place called Silverados over there in La Feria. Would you like to go see us? Yeah, come on, no problem. So he went up there. Liked the band. And granted, we've never played before until that day. Because I played with Korn and I played with Ernie, of course. I played with Roman. But I've never played with Parra before. And Parra had never played with us. But when we got on stage, and I know most bands usually say this, that it felt like that, but it actually did feel like that. So we got up on stage and we started playing songs and like that. Junebug liked it, told us he'd go ahead and manage us. He said he hated the name though because it was Conjunto Cerveza. He goes, y'all got to do something about that goddamn name. I got you. So we changed it. We changed it, and that's when we changed it to the Homeboys, and everything went from there straight up.
Okay, so now you told us that story to be able to tell us this one. Since the names are so similar, has there been any flack, any drama, any backlash because
all
of the
the
name?
time?
Believe it or not, we have not gotten any backlash. There's another band right now that when they first started, they got a lot of backlash because of their name. But I mean, that's a total different story from there. But us, we never really got any backlash or nothing like that because it's just the Homeboys. So the deal is, it's not like, I mean, it's kind of like the Hometown Boys, but it's just the Homeboys. I mean, it can mean anything. Just a group of friends decided to get together. So
sure,
we're kind of like Queen. We're a bunch of freaking misfits that got together and said let's have a good time.
They're gonna start showing your story at Christmas time. The Misfits.
I can see the stockings already.
See,
That's gonna be awesome.
being misfits. Look what happened. Now you got racked up all these awards and everything else and accolades and
Yeah.
It's
you know
destiny.
CD.
Destiny.
We've been having a good time. We've
It's
been having a good time. And the deal is, I just got through buying a lot of more crazy stuff because when I first talked to the guys about the boilers, they were like, "No, dude, I don't think that's gonna work. But I don't think that's gonna work, dude. Because that's crazy, man. Don't do something like that. Maybe you might burn the place down." This and that. I said, "Dude, come on, man. Motley Crue did it. Come on, all these guys did it. I mean, granted, they played at arenas and stadiums. I mean, we played to people that's 200-300 people, and the ceiling's probably about as high as Ernie." I said, "But the deal is, let's have a good time with it." So the deal is, they're like, "No, I don't know, dude. I don't know." The first time I tried it, they're like, "Whoa!" The people went, "Whoa!" And we went from there. So now every time they say, "Do you know the Homeboyz?" I go, "The guys with the fire." That's all. But we got a lot more things too. We got vapor machines. We have the sparklers. We have the boilers. We have a lot of crazy things. A lot of crazy things that are coming out right now that we're doing. I mean, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag or nothing like that, but I got another little toy that I had. It's a handheld. And you know what I mean when I say little toy and it's handheld. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's not that. It's something else. It's a toy, but it's handheld, but it's something else. No. It's actually a boiler as well. It's actually a boiler as well.
It shoots sand.
It's a flamethrower. It's a flamethrower. I have one of them, and I actually just got through buying a flammable jacket.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. Don't it?
I might light myself on fire and just walk around the stage with a flammable jacket. There's no telling what's gonna happen.
Man, I give it about 5 years, man. And you're gonna start shooting yourselves out of cannons.
Evil Knievel, get out of the way.
Well, see, I had a hand flamethrower too. It was just it was like a finger pistol, and it would just shoot. It would shoot flame for like 2 seconds. But that was back with Patsy Torres and Blue Harmony, and we had pyro all the time. But back when it wasn't regulated, it was pyro thrown with light switches. Where the guy sitting on the side of the stage with a light switch going. And I love pyro, and then we had a walkway, and I would go down the walkway, and the walkway would have pyro that would go off in sequence. And so I knew where it was in the song, and they always warned us, but I went, it's not going to burn that much. So I went down the walkway, stood at the end, and watched the pyro go, psh, 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 and it got to me, and I had on a polyester shirt. This is back. Man, I came out, I had holes burned. The pyro doesn't burn, but it does burn polyester. So yeah,
it does burn polyester.
But the sparks they're not that hot. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Hey, won't y'all get Roman one of those Tommy Lee cages? So this time he throws up and spin him around.
I could just imagine him forgetting to buckle himself in, bro. Cuando da la spin, se va de nalgas real quick. I can picture that happening. I don't know why. I can see that happening on The Simpsons, and then it'll happen to us. Because you know how The Simpsons always predict everything that's going to happen. You never know.
Hey, you know what you guys need to do? You guys need to throw a big 4th of July spectacular and get sponsored by Black Cat.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. I like that.
Man. That's it. I
like that.
They'd have their own barge. They'd be playing on the barge, just setting up pyro.
That would be awesome, though. Actually, believe it or not, what I wanted to start doing was, well, no, I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag. I got a surprise.
You know what, though? Hey,
it's gonna be for outdoor concerts.
You're taking. See, other bands aren't doing it, man. And well, they did it, but D and them did it back in the day. But
yes, I remember D doing it. I remember
you guys are taking it. You guys are taking it to the next level. And that's what we need, man.
And I like the fact is that I remember going back in the day. And I remember Culturas coming to Dallas, and I remember that big old bus pulling up, and Culturas was in there. It had all the windows on there and like that. But on the inside, I know it's fixed up, but it had all the windows on the outside. But I remember the bus. Very clearly.
It was the guy that painted our bus, it was supposed to be opalescent so that when it went past you, it would show purple and green and blue and all the opalescent colors. Yeah, well, it had like maybe 2% of the solution. So we just called it the big Tylenol because it's just like a big you have to get real close to see the opalescence. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it there. But you guys have elevated showmanship and great music at the same time. And do you run into any kind of problems because some venues will tell you can't use the pyro, right? Or do they make allowances for you guys?
No, some venues have actually told us that the pyros are not allowed and this and that because of city ordinance and blah blah blah.
Fire marshal.
Yeah, fire marshal, this and that. But majority of the time, they never really tell us anything because they already know us, and they know the Homeboyz are pretty much going to do whatever the Homeboyz want to do anyway. So they don't really tell us anything.
And when they signed the contract, they didn't know about the pyro. You just surprised them.
We just surprise them as we go on there. And actually, we're going to Colorado, so get ready, D. We're going to Colorado here pretty soon.
Oh, I'll be there. Let me know.
Get ready. We're going out there. We're going with Ivan. He's the promoter out there in Colorado. So we're going with Ivan out there. So yes, sir. We'll be out there.
They're going to be in shock, dude, because nobody plays and performs like that here. So,
for real?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah,
with burnt eyebrows.
Grandma got a suntan. She was right up front.
Some guy's gonna go out there with half a beard. Man, y'all guys are awesome. Half a beard.
Hey man, we have TDK in the house, the Dancing King del Mero Monte.
Orale.
TDK.
Man, there's a friend of ours. Now that you said dance, I didn't mean to interrupt you. There's a friend of ours. He's actually out of Fort Worth. Y está chuequito, okay? He had a car accident. So cuando camina, it looks like he's dancing a cumbia, so we call him Cumbia. And he is hilarious as hell. Every time we see him, we go, Cumbia! And he's just walking, but it looks like he's shaking. He's awesome. He's awesome.
That ain't right.
He's awesome.
I'm not gonna walk past you guys because I'll be hearing, "Hey, Maya."
That's my boy D, man. Me and D, man, we go back a long time. We were talking about this earlier. D. Remember?
What was that? What did D do to you again?
It was an accident. I slipped.
What did he do?
Oh man, I was helping out a band back in the day. They were called El Dorado. They're from Fort Worth, and we played a fanfare. And we went up there to go do an interview at one of the radio stations that was doing the interview at fanfare over there at one of the hotels. Well, I showed up, and D was actually just doing his interview. So I was sitting there waiting. And then they go, "Oh, we got the singer right here from El Dorado." And D went up there and he hugged me. And D goes, "Oh, yeah, man, I know this guy. He's actually from Fort Worth. This Elias. He sings with the band called El Dorado." And then pinched my nipple. And I don't know how accurate. I don't know how he found the areola that quick. But he found it like that. It wasn't even off. It was like right on there. I was like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, damn.
He is a licensed professional.
He traumatized you.
And then I even told him, I said, "D, you got the nipple right on it." He goes, "Not my first time."
Wow. I don't recall that story at all.
Look, it doesn't sound true, does it?
Just one more thing.
Awesome.
One more thing for me to get in trouble for after this interview is over.
That's not PG.
It was awesome. Those are awesome. Those are like stories that you see on the road, and I'm pretty sure everybody here has a story when they were on the road and all that. Because I know I got a million of them. So,
Marcus, when he hugged you, did he grab you?
No, but I seen him pick up some pretty big women though. Like, oh God, damn, that boy is strong.
Well, you gotta remember, man. Look at these hands. Look at his hands.
Oh, man.
D, put your hand up, D. Look at that. Look at those, man. I mean, is this a censored show, or can we say how we feel on here?
You can say how you feel.
Huh?
You can say how you feel.
You can say how you feel. Man, look at those dick beaters. Look at the dick beaters. Look at those dick beaters.
My mother watches the show.
Damn, man.
Wow.
We have a good time out here, guys. We have a good time out here. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about Roman dance.
Oh, no.
One time we were in the bus. We were in the bus, and we were already headed back home. We're in the bus. And there's no bathroom in this bus, you know, of course. There's some bathrooms that do have buses and some that don't. This, unfortunately, didn't have it because we got to have enough room for everything in there. Well, the deal is, driver just pulls over real quick. He gets off. He gets off, and or not all the way off the bus. He just walks to the bottom of the stair, and not even all the way to the very bottom one. He just opens up the door and starts, you know, taking a whiz right there inside of the room, whatever. Not all of it ended up outside. I'm halfway asleep, so I get up because I'm like, man, well, if you win, I gotta go too. So I got up and I'm walking down the stairs, and when I get to the last one, I'm going blink, 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 squish, squish, and I was like,
oh man.
so needless to say, I went back to my bunk with no socks on and had to dry my feet on the carpet.
Oh man.
So Roman has a big imagination, huh? He was just pretending.
He was looking in the rearview mirror and says, "Objects may appear larger than life."
That's what it was. It was a mirror.
Oh man.
Oh my God, dude. It's just funny, man. The things that I'm telling you, the things that happen on the road. I know D has a million of them, man.
Leave me out of this.
Marcus, I know you got a lot of them too. Don't even, Marcus. Don't even act like you're saying you got.
I get jealous of all y'all rock and roll stories. I ain't got no rock and roll stories, man.
Look at this. It says did D really bite some girls on the booty on the stage?
What?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I did.
Oh, TDK was there. TDK was there to see this.
TDK, yeah.
I've done it in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio.
Oh, you've bitten more than one?
Oh my gosh, yes.
That was part of the show?
There's a lot of girls who got those teeth marks tattooed on there. As soon as they got bit, they went and got them tattooed. So I could have a memory.
I didn't bite the ones that smelled like carne guisada when I reached over. So.
Yes, definitely don't.
Oh.
No, you just react. I mean, come on, Elias, you know about this. You just
it's a reaction. It's just a reaction, man. You just go with the moment. You go with the moment.
Yep, and don't be ashamed. Never be ashamed.
We need a phone line.
And never be scared. Never be scared. Never be
I
scared.
want TDK to call in. I need to hear details about what happened because D is being really vague.
Now, unless he has video, unless they have video, I don't know.
If you didn't have it on video, it didn't happen.
This was before smartphones, so I can deny.
I'm going on YouTube.
Somebody was out there with one of them big old cameras that you had on your shoulder. They were filming something. I know they were.
Just a moment, my lawyer's telling me something else. Deny.
Oh man.
No
well, if you guys are just tuned in, we have Elias Arredondo from the Homeboyz joining us here on the Three Amigos Show. And I think it's about time to play their video.
Yeah!
And this video
is my God.
Mi Último Día. And this is from the Homeboyz. And we're going to get a story on this video here in just a little bit. So make sure you check it out.
You'll get a big
Homeboyz.
You'll get a big one here in a minute.
Allá por mi tunera, trae
Three Amigos Show is brought to you by whoever said there was no perfect tequila was wrong. Now there's Mara Sur. Created from a family-owned recipe, our unique and flavorful tequila is made the traditional way and in a range of fun, easy-to-drink flavors. Using the finest agave grown and organically cared for in the state of Jalisco. That means no headaches, no hangovers. Just the pleasure of classic tequila that is second to none. Join the Mara Sur family today.
I don't care what MTV allows. My audience gets the song of the summer if they want it. This is Coachella, God damn it, and it is time to dance. Jimmy!
Sin igual, fue un sueño difícil de creer. Tocándome te hiciste la dueña de mi piel. Me mirabas con tu sonrisa celestial.
I like that. I like that.
Hey, you can blame Sunny Salcedo for that.
I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah, thank you to D and Sunny Salceda for that one right there. That was awesome.
That's awesome, dude. I like that.
Hey,
Okay,
on the video, mi último día, dude. First off, I have to commend all of you for the acting job because you guys were using fake tequilas and fake beers, but y'all were sleepy-eyed.
No, that was real tequila, real beer. Those guys are drinking. Those guys are drinking. Well, the deal is on that one. That actually wasn't me singing. That was Osama bin Laden. You didn't see that beard? Look at that beard. That's Osama bin Laden right there.
That's a steal. They do kind of look alike, right? That's a steal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was Osama.
You're not going to the bathroom. You're not going to the bathroom.
No. I'm sitting down. I have to charge my phone because, like always, I never charge my phone for some reason. I always forget to charge my phone, and right now it started to look like it was getting red. So I was like, oh, let me charge it.
Whenever I see a cell phone moving with the background moving, it's usually somebody going to the bathroom, and you hang up, dude, hang up. Hey, but
the smell doesn't go through.
In that video, I feel bad for Roman because all you normally saw of him was from his nose down.
Unless he was sitting down.
Yeah, unless he was
sitting down. No, but see, here's the deal on that one. It actually happened like real quick because we weren't even gonna film anything that day. But Felipe ended up showing up and he goes, "Hey man, I got time if you want to shoot a video." And I'm like, "Let me call the guys." They were already at the hotel. We're in Pearsall, Texas, and I told them, "Hey, come over here to this bar over here. We don't have no way to get over there." Oh, let me go pick them up. So I went to go pick them up, and I brought them back over there. And man, it was so hot in there. I mean, super hot because they just barely got to open it up. And it's dead summer. And no AC or nothing like that. So we're in there sweating our asses off. It smells like BO. And we're still acting like we're having a good time.
That was actually filmed here in Cotula and at the City Limits bar.
Yeah, in Cotula.
Yeah, that was
Cotula. That's right, Cotula.
And then when I found out you guys were doing a video, I was like, damn it, you didn't even call me, man, or anything.
I know. That's the thing, though. We didn't even know until Felipe told us real quick. And I was like, oh, okay, come on, guys, let's do this.
I could have went in there. And had some drinks too, man. I could be like, this is all.
That's what I'm talking about.
Juan, they did it on purpose, man. They said, Juan.
No.
Juan's much of a puppy
animal. No, it actually happened real quick. And it just so happened that Aftermath was there. The guy that was there with us, he just so happens he was going to go to the hotel with us. So he's like, "Hey man, I can act like I'm drunk with you." I was like, "Come on, Chico, let's go." So we invited pretty much whoever was there, man. We don't care. Everybody jump in. We're there to have a good time.
Now, a lot of you are on Facebook, and you recognize Devin Garcia in the video. So
Yeah,
Devin's
he's hilarious. Man.
He's
that guy's hilarious, man. That guy's
yeah.
hilarious. He's funny. Even when I call him or something like that, he's always answering the phone. He goes, "What's up?" Another guy, you know. But yeah, he's just hilarious, man. He's pretty much going around everywhere.
Oh, we got a text from Fabian, not Fabian. Fabian.
Fabian.
Nah. Dude, you screwed up earlier. You were naming the guys. You said Roman. You said Fabian. You said Ernie. Yeah. Corn.
I said Michael. It's all of them. Yeah, like I said, Michael. I forgot about Michael. Michael Gonzalez. He's a conga player. Sorry about that. I just completely. He just barely started. He barely started not too long ago. He's still on probation.
I've known Fabian for a long time since he played with Cindy Ramos at one point out there in Laredo.
Yeah. He's actually from Laredo, Texas. He's a cool cat, man. Real down to earth.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. He comes out on our TikToks a lot. There's this one that we did where he's walking away from us, and he kicked up or something like that. And he grabbed his like he's pulling out his calzone or something. and I told him, I go, "Hey, did you find what you were looking for?" And I turned around and looked at the accordion player. The accordion player goes, "He's looking for his nalgas, but he ain't gonna find them. He ain't got none." It's just one thing after another, man. With us, we just have a good time, dude. Everybody loves to have a good time in this band.
Oh, can I ask him the question? There's a
Go
question
ahead.
I've been asking all the artists because I mean you've got great success in your life and hundreds upon thousands of people love you, adore you, but it happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to others, and so I always ask. Despite everybody being in love with you, there's always people that don't like you or had something negative to say to you. What's the one thing that someone has said to you that has stuck with you? You can't get over it. You can't erase it. You can't get it out of your head. What was the one negative thing that somebody said to you that stuck with you?
That I was never gonna be Ricky Martinez.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, the original singer for the Hometown Boy. And I mean, that's the thing though. I had a lot of respect for that man. I saw them originally when they came to Arlington, Texas, back in the day, and they played at a club, a big, huge club over here that was called Desperados. And I know Culturas played there.
Yep.
But it was called Desperados, big, huge club. And that's the very first time that I ever saw the Hometown Boys. And man, I was just blown away because his voice was very unique. Right. He can sing low, and when I say he can go high, I mean he can go high because there was one certain song that when I was with the Hometown Boys, I was never able to sing. Never able to sing. I could sing all the songs from the Hometown Boys except for one, and it's actually a bolero that goes, "Padre, quiero confesarme. Estoy casado con una mujer buena y no soy feliz." Well, the chorus, "Yo le pertenezco, pero no la quiero," but his voice goes a little higher because the key's a little bit higher. But man, it's blew me away when I saw him sing it live, and I was like, God bless. So this guy is awesome. Well, my craziness that I get on stage, and this is where I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the Burleson.
What?
My craziness that I get on stage, my craziness that I get on stage was because the fact is that I saw Culturas play here at two different clubs, one in Fort Worth and one in Dallas, and they were both called Tejano Rodeo.
Yeah.
Well, the deal is D had the most electrifying, presence on stage as far as like showman wise, singing wise, as far as like moving wise. And the one thing that always got me more than anything else, I saw the fact is that he had a lot of energy on stage, But the one thing that really, really stuck to me in my head and made me say, I'm going to do the same thing, was the fact is that it didn't matter what he did on stage. He always made sure that he got the crowd's attention and he pulled the crowd into him. by his presence, by his singing, by whatever he did. He always made sure that he got their attention. And that's the one thing that everybody needs to do whenever you're performing on stage. Whenever you're performing on stage, it doesn't matter how crazy you do on stage, it doesn't matter what you do on stage. You have to get their attention. If you don't get their attention and you don't pull them into you, you're not doing it correctly. So that's why I always wanted to make sure that it doesn't matter with all the craziness that I got and all the crazy stuff that I do. If I don't catch their attention, if I don't pull them in, that's something that I didn't succeed that night.
Okay,
And that's the one thing that I did see from you.
I'll tell you the secret to that. What happens is people could have gone anywhere else that night. They could have gone to dinner, gone to the movies. They could have been any place else, but they came to see you. If they came to see you, you got to make it worth their while. They only want
to say that.
They wanted just a few hours to escape whatever, they've got bills to pay, they've got kids to raise, they've got a job they don't like or whatever. For a few hours, they can just forget all that and have a great time. And that's your job. Your job is to get up there and give people a moment away from their life. And
if you ask all the guys in the band, they'll tell you, I say that on stage. I always tell the crowd, I said, we know you could have been anywhere you wanted to in the world tonight, but you came out here to say Homeboys, and for that, we thank you so much. And I always tell them también, I said, ahora sí, ya se van a poder dormir bien a gusto, because you saw the Homeboys, so you're going to go to sleep real good tonight.
Hey, and don't you worry a damn thing about your voice. Your voice is great, man. It's strong, it's pure, and it's unique, man. You've got a fantastic voice. Don't change a doggone thing. Just
I gotta drink some more tequila.
Yeah, you know what though, man? I've seen at least 8 shows, and every time, see the guy who gave you the flack about Ricky, you guys, people are accepting you guys because you're showing tribute, you're respecting, and you can tell it's not like you're trying to you're not trying to fool anybody.
Or trying to compete with an older,
or trying to compete with anybody, but it's there, man. And every time you guys mention it on stage.
Yeah.
Yes, we do mention it because the fact is that it was a privilege and an honor to play with the Hometown Boys, because I played alongside with Jefe, which I still have the most upright respect for him, because that man has done so much, and endured so much. Because the fact is that he's still out there performing on stage, knowing that, it's just him and his daughter now, because all of his sons, have passed on ahead of him. And the deal is, it's very rough. And that's the one thing that I wanted to ask him, but never got a chance to ask him. I still had the opportunity because I could call him. I've never asked him, how do you get the strength and the courage to still be on stage, without, your sons there? And that's something that I guess the reason why I never wanted to ask him that was because, it's something that's very hard to answer, because you as parents, you never want your kids to go before you. You always want to go before your kids. So the deal is, I never asked him because I don't know what kind of response I'm going to get. I don't know if I'm going to get the response that he's just going to be very, macho about it, or if he's going to break down and cry about it. Yeah. And that's the one thing that I never wanted to do.
The response is not important. It's the fact that you cared enough to address it with him. That's what will make the difference to him. The fact that you recognize it and that you acknowledge it with him, and basically you're giving your condolences, but the great respect for what he does.
Yes.
So
the one time that I did play in Lubbock, with them, I met this older man. He's like an old guy there in Lubbock, Texas, and he goes, "Hey," he goes, "Come here, mijo." That's what he called him. I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Hey, you wanna hear a story?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" He goes, "Sit down." So I go down. I sit down next to him, and he goes, "You want to hear the story of how the Hometown Boys, got their name, the Hometown Boys?" And I said, "This has to be interesting right here." So I bought him a couple of beers, and we're sitting there talking. And he said that he's actually the one who gave them their name. Because the fact is that they used to be called Joe, Ricky, y el Grupo Internacional. This was back in the late 70s, early 80s. They were called Joe, Ricky, y el Grupo Internacional. And then they moved from Mathis because originally they're all from Mathis, Texas, and they immigrated and moved to Lubbock. Well, the deal is when they were there, that little borrachito told him one time, he goes, man, he goes, we love you guys here, man. He goes, y'all guys might play somewhere else, but y'all guys every week y'all play here. And we love you guys, man. You guys are the hometown boys. Bam. They got the name the hometown boys.
That's a great
That guy
story.
gave him the name. That guy gave him the name. So
And
they changed the name.
he has the right to brag to any
He does.
hometown boys.
He
fan.
earned those 2 beers I gave him. He earned those 2 beers. He earned those 2 beers. Man. They were awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Eli,
But
do you have kids?
yes, I do.
Because you're a hell of a storyteller, man. I wonder what your kids' bedtime stories are like.
Oh, you don't want to know.
You set them up.
They get terrified. They get terrified and tormented.
I used to scare my daughter with dinosaur imitations. So yeah, for bedtime.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, I scare mine. I scare mine with a hairy hand. I would always tell them that there's a hairy hand underneath the bed, and if they're going to sleep, that hairy hand's going to grab them, pull them down, and take them.
What do your kids know about
Yeah.
Kukui?
They know Kukui. They know Kukui. They know La Llorona. They know all that stuff. And the deal is, well, there's a friend of mine. I think you might know him. His name's Ray from Stampede.
Oh, okay. From
Well,
Stampede.
Yeah, from Stampede Ray. Well, Ray, oh my God. Ray, I was helping him out for a little while, before we started our band. I helped him out for a little while. And Ray, oh my God, Ray's a character and a half. His kids, I don't know how they're not tormented, man. He went up to his kids one time. They were knocked out of sleep. He went and turned the light on and off to go ahead and wake them up. They wouldn't wake up. He went and pulled the covers off their feet, grabbed them by both their feet, hung them upside down like bats, and goes, "It's time to get up." And then he threw them on the bed. And if that wasn't enough, he went up there one time. His daughter was sitting there watching TV one time. And he went and grabbed, because he bought a big old huge cabeza de barbacoa.
Uh-huh.
Well, he went and pulled the tongue out. His daughter was watching TV. He went and kicked her in the foot. She turned around and he goes, "Ah!" She takes off running like hell. I don't know how his kids are not tormented, man. He torments his kids like crazy. But yeah, that's another story. But yeah.
Damn. So what do you guys have? What do you guys have coming up now?
Oh, okay.
We have Bakersfield, like I said, not this weekend, next weekend. We have Bakersfield. The following weekend after that, I believe that's when we're going to Colorado. No, are we going to Colorado? I gotta ask Junebug, man, because I really don't know. Because Junebug always hits us up during the week and tells us this is the schedule for this week. So he hasn't even hit us up with the schedule. Man, well, I still got to make the video for California. I still haven't made the video for California yet. And he's listening. He's probably going to text me right now and says, that's a deduction. He's always deducting us for something. But he'll say deduct.
Ooh, that's an interesting question. So what are the band rules? Because you've got laws that you can't break in the band. Are there fines?
No.
He's frozen.
It's the Homeboyz, bro. There's no rules here. No rules. No rules. No rules in this band. I told you, it's a bunch of misfits, bro. It's a bunch of misfits. There is no rules in this band. The Homeboyz are the Homeboyz, brother. I mean, they pretty much, they do and say whatever they want. And as long as they get on stage and perform, brother, we're good. We're good.
Well, this is my first time meeting you, and I am truly enjoying talking to you because, dude, you've got a happy demeanor. You are happy with your life right now. It shows.
I'm always happy, brother.
Always
happy. Unless I'm getting my nipples pinched. Then
See, he's trying to wipe that out of existence. That happened, dude. Quit saying
I had to go to therapy for that shit, man.
You molested this man. You molested this man.
Molested. Oh my
God! It right now.
I was not underage. And I didn't complain either.
My attorney said statute of limitations.
Oh, there you go.
You gave him nightmares, man.
Should have sued me back then, back when you had photo evidence. Sorry, bro. That's
back when the evidence was still there.
Your nipples are probably not even the same size. They're probably different size nipples.
Saludos to the Texas movement in H-Town, Houston, Texas, in the house.
Dave Hernandez.
Houston, Texas.
So one's longer than the other.
No, they look like Sid. They look like Sid's eyes. Remember Sid from Ice Age? They look like Sid's eyes now.
I leaned over a little bit.
Why are we still talking about this?
That's the story of the night.
Awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome.
We are now an hour and 15 minutes into a 1 hour show. We're here with Elias Arredondo from the Homeboyz, and it's been one laugh after another. Gosh, man, thank you for coming on this show. I don't know
Just apologize. Just apologize.
Oh, man.
Even Ricky is laughing his ass off over there. Ricky Houston, Texas.
I will never.
Hey, was that a yardstick or was that your finger? Was that a yardstick or your finger? Look at that big old thing, man. I love D, man. D's awesome.
I refuse to apologize for anything I choose to do. If I chose to do it, and it was horribly wrong, it's what I chose.
It happens. Take me to Judge Judy.
That's one of my favorite shows, man. I love Judge Judy.
Oh, that's awesome. I think we're having a good time, dude. We have a good time. Like I said, I got a million stories I can tell, dude. A million stories I can tell.
Imagine the shit in person, though. Imagine the shit in person.
My God,
it'd be crazier.
Oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Vegas, man.
No, we met in person. That was crazy, isn't it?
And with tequila in the mix, no, hombre.
Oh man! Next time we do this, man. Next time we do this show, you're gonna have to come out from out of town, bro, and come into town, and we're gonna have to do this in the studio because it'll be a lot better with tequila. With tequila, it'll be a lot better.
We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do it in studio.
Well, now it'll be a 2.5 hour show.
We get kicked off for sure. That ain't PG.
Now that we've got Mar Azul as a sponsor, we can find a keyword of the night, and everybody, anytime somebody says that word, the keyword is Brazil.
Nipple.
We all have to take a shot, all right?
And we got a drink.
We'll all be drunk before the show ends.
I'm down. I'm down like 4 flats on a Cadillac. I'm down. I'm down.
Oh,
Marcus, are you down? Are you down, Marcus?
Hey, you have to ask Cynthia.
Are you down one? Juan, are you down one?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on. It's on there. B, I know you down.
Yeah, Marcus can't answer, man. Cynthia's got to tell him whether or not he can do it.
Oh my God.
Don't get her back in the chat again.
See, that's the problem with you young bloods, man. You guys need to lay down the law in your relationship. You got to be
since the get-go.
You got to
since the get-go,
man. Like that, I don't tolerate no foolishness in my household.
Nip it down, nip it in the bud since the beginning.
He's like, what?
Did you cook dinner on time this evening? This evening, D? He cooked dinner every day.
Who said that?
I cooked dinner. I'm the cook in the house. I'm the bottle. I do the dishes. Some Tejano school. Yeah.
Even our watchers are traumatized.
I love cooking.
Even our watchers are traumatized. They can't unhear that. You need therapy after watching the Amigos Show.
Yeah, Liz's nipples. The way his nipples look, man. That's stuck in our brains.
I would say let it go, but you'll turn that into a nipple joke too.
Every time I take off my shirt, I got to tell my girl, "Hey, this is a story I got to tell you right now."
Do I need to autograph your nipple, man? Is that it?
You can put it right on there. Put it right on there. I'm gonna get that autographed on there. You can mess with this nipple, but you can't touch this one. This one's D's right here.
Gotta level it out a little bit, though.
Oh my!
That's awesome.
Hey man, can we get the premiere of that video? We want the premiere.
Mark is taking control of the show because he can't take.
I got you.
It's recorded. Man.
I got you. See, who farted? Who farted? That's awesome,
man. Which video are we talking about?
Listeners.
The one they're gonna have one released within a month, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's actually about 2 more weeks. It'll be I'll get with Felipe Leon real quick, and I'll have him email one of y'all real quick so we can get that.
Have you downloaded?
D, why you crying? D, why you crying? D, why you crying? D, why you crying?
How are you fools?
Liz, have you downloaded Tejano TV yet?
There's no crying in Tejano. What?
Have you downloaded Tejano TV?
Oh yeah, no, I did download it. I got it right here in the Roku.
Okay,
I got it on Roku.
You probably did it faster.
I didn't set it up because the fact is that I didn't know if it was going to interfere with what I got going on over here. So I was like, because I'm going to try to be looking at the TV and not looking at y'all, looking at the TV and not looking at y'all. I've done that before.
It will air though. It will air on Tejano TV around noontime, so make sure everybody tunes in for that. Oh man, but we got one more video here before we end up getting cut off. And this young lady is from Monterrey, I believe Monterrey. Her name is Laura Denise, and she's doing a little tribute to Culturas. And this one is called Golpe Traidor, right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Y los brillantes.
dónde andará la que yo quiero? ¿Dónde andará la que yo
All right.
I like that
Awesome,
one.
baby.
I like that one. I like that one.
Baby Yoda,
Yoda?
kills me, man.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's
Crazy,
awesome,
really.
dude. You can't go wrong with Baby Yoda. You
No,
can't go
you
wrong
can't.
with Baby Yoda. Hey,
Can't.
I like the way she sang. She actually has a real good voice.
Yeah, Laura Denise,
It's-
she really does.
I don't know,
Real good
guys.
voice.
I love it, but it just sounds so empty without.
You gotta have D in there saying
I'm
that.
waiting
Now
for
speaking
that
of that,
part.
now speaking of that, D, have you kept up with Candyman, Delia, and everybody? Or
I forget. As a matter of fact, Delia, Carlos, and I are doing a Culturas project right now. We're releasing a brand new album. The single should be coming out this month. Should be coming out, but that's record industry, and you never know what's going to happen there.
is Candyman still there?
Unfortunately, Candyman died last December.
Yeah,
Not this last December.
of course,
this
I heard.
before. He had diabetes and passed on, but his family kept in touch with me, and they're doing okay. So
Awesome.
So we're doing a tribute to him on the CD, so that's gonna be fun.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, now that you brought the party down, dude.
Oh, we have Miss Juanita Chapa says, Elias, you have an awesome voice. I love the Homeboys.
Juanita
Thank
Chapa,
you.
she's a great
Thank you,
songwriter.
Juanita.
She's doing like 4 songs on our CD. Fantastic song.
Really?
Yes.
Message me, Juanita. Message me.
She said that was one
Hey,
of her
don't-
go-to songs. When she gets a
Second,
chance to
you're right.
sing with the band, that's her favorite. Good job, Laura Denise.
Man, you can't be stealing our songwriters and stuff, dude.
There's enough to go around for her, bro.
If the band's right.
She has a lot of songs. She has a lot of songs.
I'll tell you what, let's all do it. Let's all do a duet together, man. It'll be me, D, and Marcus. We'll do a duet
yeah.
together.
Let's
We'll
do
do
it,
a duet together. Let's get out there. Let's do something.
Yeah, here's a message for you, Elias.
Uh-oh. What
East
happened?
and West
I can't
nipples.
see the messages.
Oh, you can't.
What
East,
happened?
West nipples.
East and West nipples.
East and West nipple. That's the name of it. That's the name. That's gonna be the name of the CD.
Wait, nipples. Shot.
Hey, I think they got that from the 80s, didn't they? The Eastern boys, West End girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they got that from there.
Polquita de los nipples. Polquita.
But I like that one. I like that one.
Well, this has been fun.
All right,
We've had
guys.
a lot of good laughs, a lot of good stories, and
Oh,
just an amazing time, man. So, Elias, always a pleasure, brother. Everything. Thank you so much, man. We can't wait for the new music to come out, man.
Yes.
Make
Thank
sure
you
you guys
so much,
send us this new song, the new video when it comes out, that we can have it, especially right there on Tejano TV. If anybody does
Gotcha,
not know what
brother,
Tejano
gotcha.
TV is, that's tuned in. It is an app on the Roku device, not Roku channel. It has to be an actual device.
Yeah.
Roku, download Tejano TV. It is free. You can watch music videos 24/7. You wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, or you're still partying at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, like the Homeboys do.
You could jab out.
You can watch it all brand new videos. On the weekends,
We
we'll
still
have the
talk-
old school stuff, and then we'll have some low rise. So make guys tune in to Tejano TV.
On the bus, we usually stay up till about 5 in the morning. We're sitting there talking, laughing, drinking, and watching movies or whatever we want to watch on the bus. And the bus driver is just laughing at us because he just sees all the crazy stuff that we do. So he knows. He knows.
5 o'clock in the morning, and everybody's going, "What time's the liquor store open?"
It's just like Bonnie Mauricio. I talked to Bonnie one time, and Bonnie was telling me the time that he used to play with the Hometown Boys, and he was telling me that one time him and Ricky were partying for 3 days straight. I mean, no sleep, no 3 days straight. And he said that he opened up the curtain. He opened up the curtain to the hotel, and Ricky was like that. He goes, "Man, turn off the lights." He goes, that's the sun. He goes, you turn off the sun. They were partying for 3 days straight. They just love to have a good time. That's the one thing about Ricky. Ricky used to love to have a good time.
I believe it with Bonnie though. Bonnie was crazy when he was partying out there.
Oh, I got some stories.
Well, on behalf of the Hometown Boys, on behalf of Elias, Ernie, Roman, Fabian, and Corn.
Corn and Mikey.
And Mikey. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being on the show, man. You are just a joy to talk to. And I think we learned more than we wanted to know, man.
Especially about the nipples.
Anything.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have for next week's show.
Next time on the Three Amigos Show. They've earned the reputation of being the rowdiest, the toughest, the hell-raisingest Tejanos around. I'm talking about Los Desperados. Join us next time when Mike and Lee sit down with the boys to talk about the myth, the legend that is Los Desperados. Right here on the Three Amigos Show. Más Chingón Radio.
That's one show I'd like to see. The Homeboys and the Despos together. Oh my gosh.
We played one time together over there at Desperados in San Antonio. We played up there one time. Those guys are down to earth, man. I've known them for a long time too. They're so down to earth.
Was there any dance floor left? Was the building still intact when the show?
It was very packed that night. Very packed that night.
They didn't put it on.
Desperados always pack it in.
Building caught fire. The guys tore it down with their truck.
It was having a good time. We put it out with beer.
No alcohol abuse over there.
Wait,
lost Juanita. You lost Juanita.
We're not a chat room, Juanita. She's going, Elias, you'll be hearing from me. Don't forget my name. Have a great evening. What is it? Juanita, we're doing a show, baby.
She's trying to make some of that Homeboyz money.
It's like Tinder. It's like Tinder for songwriters. She done swipe. She swiped me and D to the right.
She done swipe. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Well, until next time, guys.
That's crazy.
Until we see you again, this is the Three Amigos Show. My name is Bush. D.
To the hell no. To the hell no.
No.
The Midnight Cowboy, Marcus Daniels.
To
the hell no. To the hell no. To the hell no.
We are officially out of control, folks.
That's awesome. This is and I am the fire guy. El bombero. They call me the fireman. Going there waving my big holes everywhere.
I just figured out what you're going to do. You said you're getting a flammable jacket, right?
I got it already.
You're planning to do the fireball disappearing act from center stage, aren't you? He's going to go poof, and he's gone.
And then I'm in the crowd somewhere.
It's smoking. It just occurred.
No hair. No eyebrows. No beard. No eyebrows. No beard. No nothing.
Yeah, the next time we interview him, it's gonna be.
He's
all drawn on.
I'm gonna look like the guy. I'm gonna look like Two-Face from Batman.
Yeah. No, you look like a surprised egg.
Drawn on.
Just draw my eyebrows.
I can draw when I'm mad, happy, everything.
I'm worried.
Speak away up.
Good night, folks. This is the Three Amigos Show. Until we see you next time.
Later.
Next time on the Three Amigos Show.
They've earned the reputation of being the rowdiest, toughest, hell-raisingest Tejanos around. I'm talking about Los Desperados. Join us next week when Mike and Lee sit down with the boys to talk about the myth, the legend that is Los Desperados, right here on the Three Amigos Show. Brought to you by Mas Chingon Radio, LilaLisaPromotions.com, Mara Sur, Taste the New Face of Tequila, and by Tejano TV. You can view episodes of The Three Amigos Show, available on your devices and favorite streaming services. The Three Amigos Show.